Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be changing out a recessed lighting fixture, LED light fixture, because, well, as you can see, it's got a little flicker to it, right? It goes off, on, and if we compare it, let's zoom out a little, to the brightness of that light versus this light, you can see this needs some work, all right? This has got to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop that off. I'll show you how to pop it off. I'm gonna take that with me to the box store so I have the right size so I know I don't get the wrong one, because that always sucks. And we're gonna pop this back in, all right? So let me get the cameras. Okay, so I've shut off the power to this receptacle, okay? There's no power coming here. Anytime you're messing with electricity, it's just smart to do that. Now, logic says just put something in here and pop this down, right? Well, if you start doing that, you can feel it's spring loaded. Now don't panic. There's just gonna be some clips up in here. I'll show you how we get this down. There's probably an easier way. You know, the internet's full of know-it-alls out there, so feel free to tell me how I'm doing this wrong, or if I did it right. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of pull it down here, and you're gonna see, it's like a mouse trap right there. It's gonna come down, all right? Push that piece back a little. Come off there. There's going to be one on the other side, okay? That just popped off. Now we've got this cord here, all right, connecting to something back here. What's that going to be? It's going to be your LED driver. We were just tangled on something back there. Okay, we verified the power is off. I'm going to flip the light switch a couple times. No lights have gone on in here. Ceiling fan's not going on. We're good to go. Now what we're going to be doing is installing this replacement recessed light, all right? Flush mount, recessed light, no box, none of that stuff. When we get to the setting it up part, we're going to want to set our light at 3000K, because that's where the other one was rated at that I popped off of here. All right, so first thing we're going to do is remove this driver. All right, we've already popped the light off. Now all these recessed lights, these flush mount LED lights that you see at the store, they all come with new drivers. All right, so there's no reason to keep this old one in here. All right, so we're gonna get rid of this, and we'll wire up the new one. And yeah. Also, please do not ask, I've had people ask this on other videos where I'm working with electricity, what if I do it fast? Is that safe? Can I keep the power on? First off, man, I don't know why you're in such a hurry out there in this world that you want to keep the power on. Walk to your junction box and turn it off, man. If you've ever been zapped, seriously zapped, which I haven't, but I know people who have, that's that 30 seconds to a minute of going down and wherever your panel is and flipping it off. It's well worth the price of admission. So anyway, no. If you want to do this, if you want to ask me, can I do this with the power on? That's just a simple no. Don't even try it. Okay? So now we're going to pop this box open, this driver box here. And I know the directions will show me how to wire this and the new light. But what I always do is just take a picture, man. I take a picture of how this is wired up. And that way there is no confusion. But look, this is a lot easier than that switch loop I wired many years ago in Philadelphia. All right, check it out. You got a ground coming in here, which connects to the ground here, right? You got your white going to a white, black to a black. Not rocket science, all right? These Wagyu connectors, I think they're called. They look complex, but word on the street is, if you want to unhook it, you just twist and wiggle. So let's see what kind of luck we have. Twisting and wiggle, yep, just like that, they pop right out, all right? And these are reusable if you need to. You can reuse these, all right? Same with this pigtail twist here. That's reusable as well. But we're gonna separate all this, all right? Okay. New driver box here. Look, the guy who flipped our house, who renovated our house, didn't go and spend the extra few bucks for these, the dimmable ones, but check it out. You can go 2,700K all the way to 6,500. Second one on there is 3,000K, which is what all the other recessed lights in this house are rated at, all right? It's gonna match the bathroom. So what you wanna do now, you're gonna open your box. It's slightly different. But first, let's make sure this box will fit. All right, good, because you don't want to get something wired up and realize you don't have the clearance up here. That just sucks. So check it out. All right, this comes with a couple screws. We don't need to screw this in anywhere. It's just going to be mounted up in the sheetrock. And look, this is the exact same setup as that last one, all right? Even better, we don't have a pigtail for the Wago connector. All right, so what I'm going to do is get that plugged up in there. We're going to feed all these through the punch out, all right, after we punch that out. So give me a minute, I'm gonna punch this out. I'll be right back. You just use a screwdriver, pop it out. All right, so I did have to do one thing here. I kept this this clamp here from my last box, all right, my last driver box, and I put it in here. That way we can secure this down with this piece as well, all right? So first thing you do is feed your wires through here, man. All right, there's nothing more annoying or frustrating. I can't say annoying, it doesn't annoy me. Most things don't annoy me. Politicians annoy me. Blind allegiance annoys me. This doesn't. So one thing that's super frustrating, all right, is you wire it all up and realize you didn't pop it through the hole. So get it through the hole, all right? There's only 3 wires here. Just keep them separate. Just use your hand to hold these back if you need to, whatever. All right, so connect up your ground. Now to connect a Wago connector, from what I understand, all we do is we just push it in here. Boom, you can feel it slide into place, all right? So that's in. Black to black, go white to white, all right? And let's do this. Let's separate these out, just so it's not, no one's gonna, I just like to keep things a little bit more organized, all right? Got it from my dad. He's a super organized dude. I try to be the same. All right, we're gonna plug this one in here. All right, yep, felt that get seated. All right, and then this last one, we're gonna pop this one in here. There you go. You're gonna feel these connect, all right? If they don't feel like they've gotten seated properly, work on it until it does, because the last thing you wanna do is get this installed, and then in a month or so, I don't know, it comes loose somehow. You know, you're up there working on something else. I don't know, I'm just talking. But honestly, that's what you want to avoid that, okay? You want to avoid having that happen. All right, so now, let's get it all tucked back in here neat. I don't like where this ground is. It's kind of, there we go. Let's get these pushed down here. Let's get this popped in here. All right, we're gonna close up our lid. Okay, so our driver's in there. And honestly, this bothers me, so I'm just gonna wrap a little bit of tape on here. That's just my preference. All right, again, I don't think this will mess with the integrity the way it is right now, but I just don't like exposed wires and sloppy work. All right, so the next person that comes along, we sell this house in a year or so. Next person comes in, sees sloppy workmanship. Well, they'll never see me again, but you know, that's just your name, man. I don't do sloppy work. At least I don't think I do. All right, let's go pull that off. All right, that's good. We'll get that tucked in. Okay. Okay, so next thing we want to do, get that popped there. Now, one thing I want to do before I pop this light into place. And this is, hey, word to the wise, man. Whether or not you're married, you live with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, husband, wife, significant other, or by yourself, take an alcohol wipe, a Clorox wipe, just clean up around here, all right? Because there's gonna be some fingerprints and almost everyone's ceiling is white. All right, get those fingerprints out of there. Keep it looking tight, keep it looking clean. All right, so here, same thing, all right? What we're gonna do, you're gonna see your 3-prong plug. All right, pull back the screw or the thread, get it plugged in. All right, secure that down into place. And so look at how you're set up here, all right? I'm not gonna be able to clamp here, so I'm gonna wanna set a clamp in like over this direction, all right? So slide that in there. I pop this one all the way up so I can get in there, get it flush. I'm gonna go turn the power back on. We're gonna see if this works, okay? Be right back in just a second. We'll fire this beast up. Okay, moment of truth here. Let's turn off the spotlight. Oh yeah, all right. So that's how you switch out flush mount, LED, recess light, whatever you want to call it. That one doesn't have the baffle or the housing above it, right? It just clips in right into where you cut it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Pretty easy job. Remember, turn off the power, use the proper tools. Don't be lazy. Be kind to each other out there. Help the little guy. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.